Resident Evil was built upon the idea of fighting for survival through terrifying close encounters and the claustrophobic sense of dread that precedes each turn down a new hallway. And while there's sure to be plenty of tight scares in the harrowing hallways of the new mansion, Resident Evil Village aims to terrorize its players in an unfamiliar playspace. Join us as we give you a tour of the titular arena players will explore when the game releases on May 7th. Village is a well-documented departure from the Resident Evil series, in that fans will experience a vastly different inspiration for the world and what lurks there. The unnamed village is pulled straight from the Victorian era, and Capcom had to walk a very fine line between derelict beauty and the scares the series is known for. During our interviews with the Capcom development team, art director Tomonori Takano emphasized the dual nature of the world he and his team have created. The concept that I was striving for was a beautiful yet terrifying locale. Resident Evil 7 was trying to reach a broader audience, so another mission for me was trying to make sure that it was also very catchy and aesthetically pleasing. At one moment, players will gawk at the beautiful stonework and the detailed yet cluttered homes of the village before fighting off the cause of its destruction. The developer's goal is to make sure players feel immersed in the unnamed village while making sure they stay on their toes as danger creeps in from every side. Because it's a bigger environment, much wider environment, Mori Masasato, the game's director, told us, we want to let players understand that the environments are not just expansive in terms of horizontal, it's expansive in terms of vertical scale as well. You're able to climb up and fight on village roofs, so being able to use the terrain and environment to make the enemy a little bit more predictable and using the terrain to your advantage. Like before, players will be able to find currency, treasure, and other collectibles that they can bring to our friend the Duke. The larger-than-life figure takes the place of the merchant from Resident Evil 4 in that he'll be your source for weapon and health upgrades and whatever else Ethan needs to find his daughter. The Duke's supplies are essential, as Ethan must be prepared to fight off the hairy denizens that have brought this village to its knees. But who are the Lycans and how do they play? You'll just have to keep it locked to Game Informer to find out. Hey friends, Alex Stadnick from Game Informer here. We hope you enjoyed this dive into Resident Evil Village, but the fun doesn't stop here. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, as we're going to be rolling out more great exclusive looks at Capcom's new horror game as the month goes on.